Megacore welcomes you to Neon City, home of the Mile High Lights. Here we live in perpetual innovation.
Don't believe the hype.
Megacore strive to make all of humanity's lives as bright and vibrant as possible.
You're being watched.
We hope you enjoy our spectacular city.
Rise up, old town, for our past and our future.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thirsty Sword Lesbians Neon Revolution, the finale. Here on Weave the Tale, I am Spence, your Gaymixtrix for the evening or afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. And we are going to get ready to play, but let's do some housekeeping real quick. First of all, we'd like to thank our sponsors. First of all, Grinding Coffee. Grinding Coffee is a Black LGBT plus owned coffee business that will keep you awake and happy with the best roast directly shipped to your door. Use our affiliate link by using the command coffee, !coffee, for the link, and note that our discount code is penny for a tale. Secondly, Dice Dungeons. Dice Dungeons is a Baltimore-based company that has a passion for making beautiful and high-quality dice and gaming accessories for every table. Please check them out by using our command dice, again, !dice, to add something special to your role-playing game accessory hoard, because we all know we need it. And finally, Fibermancers for Hire, which is my company, full disclosure. We are gifting for each finale one of these amazing little weaverlings. Look at it, it's so cute. It's so cute and squishy, and it wants to be on your face. And so for the finale for today, during our break, everybody will be able to enter for a chance to win one of these amazing little critters. If you do not win, there are 2 more finales, so you can definitely have another chance to win. A couple of reminders that you can interact with our story in multiple ways. First of all, you can retweet our going live tweet. Use the command tweet. Actually, I'll put it in here right now. Boop. You can retweet our going live tweet, and that will update in our top bar. So when we get to 20 retweets, our cast will get a boon. At 30 retweets, I get to add a complication. And I sneeze. At 40 retweets, you can hand out another boon, and so on. And every 5 subs that we get will help the story overall. Additionally, you can donate to affect. Thank you very much, Captain Caffeinate, or Captain Caffeine. Additionally, you can donate to the cast. All of our donations are split amongst the cast, and as such, we want to make sure that you all have some incentive to make those donations happen. So at $5, we get the Lucky Break to grant one player a +1 bonus. At $15, you can grant one player a reroll. At $25, each character may choose to gain a thread on a person in the scene. At $50, players each receive a reroll. $100, the party receives a gift from a special someone to significantly aid them. And at $200, I'm going to change it from Femme Fatale to I will run a one-shot for you and 3 friends. So, because the Grand Dames of Neon City are all coming out to play today. So, that is where we are at. I will go over the schedule at the end of this this game. I do want to warn people. I am going to make people cry today. We do have safety tools in place to make sure that our cast is comfortable and has the agency to tell me that they are not okay. I will always respect this. And if I get a next card, we stop. We do not pass go. We do not collect $200, and we move on. No questions asked. So, players, use our Discord if you need it, and I love you. I am going to proceed to hurt you. It's okay. So, now that I have gotten all of those wonderful housekeeping notes out of the way, my beautiful cast, how are you? Introduce yourselves and your characters and your character's mental state for me. And we will start with Magwyn, and then we'll go clockwise around the screen.
Hi, I'm Maeve, and I play Magwyn. Mags is feeling rash. Like, something big needs to happen. And she's probably gonna do some unreasonable things in the next few hours.
I mean, unreasonable is reasonable to me. Next, Void.
We're in an unreasonable situation. I mean, what else can you do? Hey everyone, I'm Void, and I play Dayton, who is a mess right now. The good news about leaving Megacore is that means that Day can be with the person that Day wants to be with. The bad side is literally everything else is falling apart, and what the heck is going on? And who am I supposed to trust? I don't know what's happening. Hey, what is tomorrow gonna look like? So, making bad decisions, that's us today. Rash decisions, I mean rash, not bad, rash. They're not the same thing.
Excellent. Archival Dustbun.
Yeah, hey, I'm Anna, and I play Oriana Ocampo, the burned out heir to the Ocampo crime family. And she is feeling a little invincible, which I'm sure won't be a problem at all, after finally kissing Zoe and admitting how she felt last episode. Yeah, she's kind of on top of the world at the moment. I'm sure that won't cause any problems at all.
Not a bit. Z.
Well, she's just gonna have a party this episode, that's it.
Hi, I am Z. I play Jeanviève, who is previously devoted to Megacore, currently devoted to Dayton. She is feeling a little unsteady. She's got Molotov cocktails in her pocket, and she intends to use them, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes. Aww. My girlfriend was like, I know you're streaming, but I wanted to give you some love.
No.
Aww.
On stream, that's fine.
Yay. And last but certainly not least, Pip. Hi.
Big M has kind of been waiting for this moment. The revolution is here. She can kind of taste it, probably definitely smell it. And she's ready for it to go down, however it may go down. But she's going to go down scratching, clawing.
So I should not have taken a bite because I thought you were going to go on a little longer. That's okay.
It's Viva la
That's okay.
Revolution!
Viva la Revolution!
Yes.
Okay. So, when last we left off, our heroines had gone to an Ocampo safe house in order to regroup and settle, as Dayton and Jeanviève have been declared enemies of Megacore, and they were to be hunted down. So, in the safe house, emotions were laid bare, discoveries were made about a certain manuscript written under the pen name W.M. Darling, which Magwyn so cleverly discovered and connected to the head of the shadow head of Megacore, Wendy Anderson. And in this manuscript, what exactly did you learn?
That Wendy fantasizes about being rescued from her life of toil and heartache as the shadow head of Megacore. She no longer wants to be the bad person. She fantasizes about somebody pulling her out of all that.
No.
Mags fully intends to, one way or the other.
We also had smooches! Great smooches. So many smooches. It was wonderful. We were very happy about this. Big M got a new hairdo and was given all the big mom energy. But Big M, you may or may not have gotten a nice text. I'm gonna actively send you a nice text before that battle that you all had last time, from Mina, your favorite bartender at Club Nebula. And Mina just says, I hope you and your friends are okay. Stay safe. Remember, claws out.
They were.
She's not gonna tell you to duck and cover. She's gonna tell you to fight. She knows you. So then, after making the discovery, you learned that the people of Old Town, after learning about how Megacore has been manipulating their minds through their implants, through subliminal messaging, and now throwing people that were loyal to the company under the bus for no apparent reason, the people of Old Town are angry. And they started protesting. Protesting does not go over well with Megacore, and pilots were put into old war mechs, previously only for show and for demolition derby type entertainment. And you all took a stand. You all defended the people of Old Town. You turned one of the pilots to your side, and they accepted their capture, and honestly looked like they were being blackmailed to be in that position, something about their kid. Another was knocked out cold. And the third one, who called Dayton a traitor, how dare, ran off into the park. But never fear. The AI lampposts brought them back. So, you all know that the best place to congregate, to organize, to feel comfortable, at least for a little while, is the Suds and Grub. You also know, well, Big M, you know that at least 2 people who are part of the revolution hang out there on the regular because they work there and they own it. So, my dear heroines, now it is time to make a plan, to set the terms of this confrontation that's coming. Megacore is going on the offensive. They're sending more and more people into the Clash Cavern and attempting to very quickly retrofit the fighting mechs for use in crowd control. My dear heroines, how do you want to approach this? Who do you want to talk to? And so forth.
I want to talk to Quella, the commune lady. Would she be over at the Suds getting a
Yeah, her
Pokeball?
son runs it.
Yeah. So
Her
I
son runs it, so she's definitely at a she's definitely there with a Pokeball, chatting with her son and her daughter-in-law. For those who don't know, Quella is this beautifully voluptuous older woman, big auntie energy from this person. Always wants to take care of you, make sure you have exactly what you need. Is all about bringing the community together. And she's sitting there eating her Pokeball. Her son has some street tacos. Their heads are kind of bent forward together. Meanwhile, her daughter-in-law is looking around for something, someone. Maybe keeping an eye out.
Am I still in leopard form? Have I calmed down enough to be?
Well,
Please.
somebody can give you emotional support to help you calm down.
Yes. Someone give the leopard emotional support.
I mean, tell you what, you always give me good hugs, so I'll give you some good hugs.
Oh, that's true.
Very nice.
His love language is touch, apparently. Who could have guessed?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
So I stopped growling and started going, hara, 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 hara. Leopard squirrel. Hara, 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 hara. Just
Yeah.
calm down.
All right.
So with that, you get, where is it? There it is. So Day, go ahead and give me a heart or spirit roll.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. 9.
9? All right.
Mhm.
So you can so tell me what you do, and Pip, I'm sorry, Big M, just show me how that works for you two.
I'm reminded of our friendship and that it's going to be okay, and the ear scritchies and the face rubs are just reminding me that it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Some
Safe, we're
all
safe.
heavy weight on your back.
Now I just want to give Day like rides around the park.
Yay! It's better for both of us. Wee!
I'm gonna say both of you take an XP for that as well.
Take a ride around.
Yeah. Because
Dodging
that's
in and
cute.
out between the AI lampposts.
So Big M, you can choose to I'm gonna say Big M, because you have that emotional support, take +1 going forward to one of your skills.
Okay. Heart.
Yeah.
Let's not do heart.
So you are no longer in leopard form. You are no longer eating into your ferocity or your feralness.
What happened to my clothes?
Your clothes are now tastefully ripped.
Whoopsie. Oh well.
Mine too. We'll match.
Okay, well now I can actually talk. I can say, hey, why don't we go and hang out, get a pokeball and a taco, and kick off this revolution properly. And really get into it. I know, Jeanviève, you've got some Molotov cocktails burning a hole in your pocket.
Hopefully not, but yes.
Let's see if we can find somewhere to put them.
Yes, this I would like very much.
Yeah. So who do you address when you go forward?
Well, I know Quella best, so I'm going to talk to her. But I'm okay with her son being in the area, and I'm just going to sort of say, okay.
Who says,
what's the fight?
Big M, I heard about the fight. Are you okay? Are you all right, Miha? Let me look at you. And she like checks you for cuts and everything.
Big Mom energy appreciates Big Auntie energy. Oh, we're fine. But I think that was just the start. I think they're not giving up. So, I thought you guys might have a play that you might want to share with us. See what, because I think the revolution is upon us.
Jose kind of looks between you and his mother and says, that's the problem. We can't decide. There are too many options. There's going and totally taking out their communications. There's going and making a last stand in a location that is not sound. So, if we start to lose, we just blow it up and everybody falls. There's the option to meet in the streets and like trap them, bottleneck the mechs and so forth. But I don't know what they're retrofitting all these things with. There's too many options.
Do we have access to a pinch? An EMP device?
Oh, you're asking if you have access to it?
They have access to one. That is beyond
I
Max.
know that Mr. Smith was working on something, but he wasn't finished yet. And the reason that we want to be cautious with that is that so many people have augmentations in them that if it's set off and people are in that vicinity that have those augmentations would stop working. And depending on who has what, if somebody has a pacemaker, their heart would stop. And, well, that is not... We want to avoid casualties if possible. We want to remember that,
I was just assuming that Megacore's tower was shielded. So if we got a pinch inside... it wouldn't go anywhere.
I don't have a technical mind, really, but that is something that you could possibly talk to Mr. Smith about.
They did seem like they got really mad when we messed with their communication system, just like to undo that AI kind of thing, So like, I feel like that's probably viable, right? Although it'll be a lot harder without Jean doing the cameras. Hold on. You guys just ignore me. Hold on.
You have to remember the last time that you went in to the communications tower, you had somebody on the inside clearing the way for you. And being your lookout.
That's what I'm realizing.
That person is now standing next to you. Probably holding your hand or something.
Magwyn, what's the steel Wendy? What do you think if Could we get to Wendy?
If we can get to Wendy, we can pull her out, but I don't think that would stop the machine of Megacorp.
Okay, but wait, she has all of the accesses. She has the access to all of the things. She has every single access.
True.
That's all of the access.
I could wreak havoc from the inside.
You know, honestly, I don't understand why she's not just saving herself. I feel like she's the one that all of us listen to. Like, why didn't she just do the things she wanted to do? It doesn't make sense to me. You know what? It's fine.
Someone has something on her.
Yeah, maybe she's got a bomb in her head. I don't know. I read that somewhere. I thought that was how they control all the mega people. Day, you sure you don't have a bomb in your head? Oh, I thought all mega people had bombs
I
in
think
their
we
head.
already established like an hour ago that I definitely do. I'm basically all augmentation now, so it stands to reason that she would as well have some strings that could be cut and she would just collapse, as would I. So
So let's start wrapping tinfoil around Jeanvieve's head.
Like a lid.
Do I have that?
Yeah, like a lead helmet.
Is that in me?
you and I both have
I don't know.
the new eye augmentation, so
Spence is being quiet. That's so bad.
It's exactly what I wanted. Yes.
I don't like this. Wait,
So,
no,
I mean,
no.
yeah,
If we had,
we
had bombs in our heads, they already would have set them off, right? They would have set them off already because they're looking for us right now. They would have just done the thing.
True.
It's fine.
it's
Fine.
Most
Okay,
likely.
let's have a
because
so.
I don't think they would have done it already because they want us to come back till between our legs, yes? If we are mounted, then the public will have something even stronger to rally around. So I doubt they will actually pop our heads off of our shoulders until there is no other option for them.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Great.
That really makes everyone feel better. Good call, Jeanviève.
So we could try the angle.
But
Use
yeah,
her
yes,
access.
I very much would love to get in touch with her and also to knock out their communication because if they can't send the Q signals, then we do not die.
Does anyone have a way of contacting her, Magwyn? I mean, I don't want to pry on your personal life, but how did you kind of make the connections there?
She usually just came to visit me and stop.
Yeah, and speaking for myself, and you probably have the same thing too, but I have like a communicator that she can use to reach me, but I can't. It doesn't do outgoing calls. You know what I mean?
Is there some way we could find someone who's smart with technology stuff and like could reverse?
Don't we know someone like that?
Mr.
Probably.
Smith?
Oh yes,
Mr.
we could. Why don't we see if
Mr. Smith is one person. You also know that that there's certain people that you've already met that have a lot of interesting connections that you may or may not have had a date with, Day, or may or may not have
I know.
pending
I know we're
coffee
talking about
date with. Like Mr. Smith, you know, is all about motors and gears and making things go and making things work. He's not really he's more of a grease monkey than a tech. Whereas Onyx has a reputation of getting things done rather indiscriminately.
Yeah. Hey guys, I might know somebody, but I'm just gonna say that if we go, you all have to come with me. Okay, I'm not going by myself. It's fine.
okay, we go.
That was not the question.
Hey, Mag.
Yes.
Do you still have Onyx's number? Because you were supposed to go on a
I
date,
do.
right?
Yeah, we were. But,
Yeah,
you know, I
so,
didn't want to go sleeping in your playground.
That's okay. Listen, why don't you call Onyx and, you know, like, if anybody can get us Mr. Anderson's number, or, like, maybe jailbreak the thing that I have to get the number out of that. I don't know how that works. I assume, whatever, that it's connected in some way. But, you know, you could just call them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give them a call.
Okay.
So I move to one side of the room and punch in.
One side of the parking lot, you mean?
Onyx's code. One side of the what? Oh, we're in the park.
Parking lot?
Yes. Of the Super and Suds.
Yep. So you call, and you hear on the other side of the tree that you're standing under for a little bit of privacy, you hear a phone go off.
Stalker.
Hello?
Onyx? You available at the moment?
Unbelievable.
Onyx kind of peers around the tree, hangs up. Yeah, what's up?
We need
I
your
heard there was some goings on, so I felt like coming and seeing what's what.
Convenient. Yeah. So the girls and I were talking, and we think we have a way to bring Megacorp to their knees. There's just one little issue. We can't get a hold of the person we're trying to get hold of to do that. Is there any way you can help us? Maybe jailbreak a communication device that's normally on.
I want something in return, though.
Oh, do you?
I mean, it's got to be a fair trade.
Indeed.
So, who is this person that you want me to get in touch with for you?
Wendy Darling, also known as Mrs. Anderson.
And do you have anything that I might be able to backtrace to connect with her?
How convenient. Day.
What? Comes over. Oh, hey, Onyx. How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up? You know, just in the middle of a little work crisis. Just.
I noticed.
Anyway, here you go. Here,
okay.
Just take off my hand. There you go. It's yours now.
So, well, that's a fair trade. I like that. So let me see here. And a little cable comes out of Onyx's wrist, and they connect into the communications device. And they do a little coding. This is going to take me a bit. There are a significant amount of firewalls. This is going to take me a little bit. If you need to do some other things, I will ping Mags when I'm done. But I can get the contact information. It's just gonna take me a little bit to crack some of these.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll just be right over there with everyone else.
All right. Sounds good. All right, folks, talk amongst yourselves real quick, because I have to go get something from the door. Sorry. Make your plans, damn it.
Plans? We don't have those. We just fall into chaos.
Did we want to go and see Mr.
Plan? That's a weird way to say panic.
I feel like we should gather allies. So,
call.
I'll go off and find Nyx, maybe. Get the Sinclairs on our side.
My family probably has some people we can spare as well.
Sounds
At the very
good.
least, I can pick up Lucia and Kat.
What's the third crime family? Does anybody remember?
Marquis.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's a
that's
Marquis.
right. The Marquis. Ooh, does anybody want to go fetch them?
Oh, I can't. Somebody else should.
That would be.
I don't think I was a part of conversing with them. So,
And
first of
you're
all,
coming with me, right?
yeah, I was gonna say, like, first of all, Jean is not leaving Day, so
Yeah.
Maybe at the Club Nebula, we know some people down there. We'll always go
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
I'll go back to the club.
I mean, Nebula's where I'm gonna find Nyx anyway, so.
Also, I'm
So
assuming
some
we
of
have
us-
Tenjo on our side now. They were helping us
Assuming we have
work.
Tenjo on our side, I think we have to check on that. But
Yes, we
considering how freely Tenjo keeps lending us Tenjo's bikes, I think we might be okay.
Yeah, if we
We
could
need
get more
bikes right
bikes,
now?
that could be helpful.
I keep fixating on the idea, like, is there a way to, like, separate the mechs that Magwyn keeps wanting to use, like, to take power from them? Like, separate the Clash Cavern from the grid or something, to be like, no, sorry, battery's gone. Oh, no. No mechs for you.
Stealing their batteries.
That would be pretty
Well, you need a little screwdriver, and you got to go at the back, like, pop them
That
out.
might be gross enough manipulation of the power grid that Mr. Smith or Tenjo's crew could take care of that.
Cool.
Maybe both. They are friendly with each other.
Mhm.
Love it.
Do we want to stick together, or do we want to split up and some go to the club and some go talk to Mr. Smith and see what we can?
I think
Sure.
splitting up would make sense.
Yeah, especially
yet
if I'm
I
going to check and
hate
see
it.
if my family has anything.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of your family, black sedans show up at the Suds and Grub. One is carrying your mother. The next is carrying the very lithe form of Madame Saint Clair. Oh, sorry. No, not Madame Saint Clair. The Marchioness. I apologize. Because you all have met the Marchioness in the beginning of the week. Yeah,
just
it's only
talking
been a
about it.
week.
Been a busy week.
And it's been a very busy week. And finally, Mrs. Sinclair, a gorgeous, dark-complected woman, hair braided into a immaculate French braid down her back. Very striking features, just absolutely commanding authority.
Well, ladies, it looks like our problems came to us. Solve
That's
that.
right. Look at them.
We won't have to split up after
Definitely
all.
save time.
And
Everyone loves
and they
people.
are coming directly for. I misnamed Quella's son. It's Juan, not Jose. Oops. So anyway, they approach the table with Jose and Quella, and they look around. Your mother sees you, Oriana. The matriarch of the St. Clairs sees you, Day, and nods. The Marchioness smiles greatly at Big M and at Magwyn. Well, this is an auspicious occasion, is it not?
Yep.
Certainly seems that way. Point of note, since the battle, I've been like attached to Zoe's side, and I don't think my brain worked quickly enough to step away when my mother showed up. So that's
Nice.
just something out there.
Your mother notices, raises an eyebrow, but then quickly the inquiry is gone, and says, "We are willing to lend you resources. Megacore has gone too far this time."
Right, because we were
Very good to
about
hear.
to go talk to you about exactly that. Curiously.
Well,
Why does
what a
everybody know everything?
coincidence.
Whatever.
Well,
Fine.
considering that the protest was on the news, and then all of your great talents were captured on video. I mean, they were cut off before the end, but we did get to see some amazing stunts from all of you. It was quite impressive.
Dayton's gonna fix the like ripped the ripped like hoodie that she's still wearing, so it like covers a little more, maybe like tuck her arm. Hey.
Madame Sinclair takes off her purple jacket and wraps it around you.
Oh, thanks.
And just buttons the top button. Your sister would not forgive me if I did not at least help you take care of yourself.
Yeah, where is she?
Running an errand. She'll be with us shortly, I believe. She's gathering more people.
Yeah, I just want to... Oh, cool. Great. That's awesome. That's exactly what we need.
More people. Are we still on the EMP ID, ladies? Were we?
Huh?
There's no chance one of these.
I think it was given the idea that was not the best play, especially if something happens out in the open where a lot of innocents could be affected. I'm a monster, but I'm not that kind of monster.
So we're just going to have to go in and take them out the old-fashioned way, is what you're saying? I'm not impressed with that.
And where do you imagine this going down, as it were?
I would like to do it in their tower, if we can manage it. That's where their communication hub is. And that makes all of the collateral damage their problem.
And if we, like, really mess up and then the whole thing collapses, then we still kind of didn't mess up, right?
Yeah. Which is why my original idea was the EMP and not just dynamite and gasoline.
So, Oriana, your mother looks at you and says, "They've upped security on the communications tower since your infiltration. However, the information that you were able to give to me was quite helpful. We should have a team that can assist you. I can't guarantee that we can do anything about any physical encounters that you might have there with, people. But we can at least take down any locks that would get in your way."
I think that's the biggest thing that would be stopping us. The physical we can handle.
And we have gifted subs. So here's what I'm going to say for this 10 gifted subs. My goodness.
So many.
So many. So I am going to keep that in mind for later on. Thank you so much, Papaya Pariah, for helping out our wonderful heroines with their goals.
Hashtag.
Okay. So the communications tower, we can get you in. We may even have something that we could integrate to protect you from EMP damage, but I wouldn't know how to connect it. That's not my forte. Do you think a larger team going in would be wise, or a smaller team such as the five, I'm assuming 6 of you?
I think I'd want to bring Lucian Cat as well, but I think a small team may be best.
Yeah, like have a lot of people on the outside, making sure nobody else comes in, you know?
Maybe causing some sort of distraction. Maybe the revolutionaries can
Mm,
do something to kind of draw people away from the communications tower, or take less notice of what's
The
happening.
Marchioness says, "Oh, Hannah has been working on something for me that I think will do just the trick for a distraction. Yes, I will call her and make sure that she's got that all set up."
We'll need teams to handle the mechs in the street as well while we take care of this.
Let me remember who is into weapons deals. Bear with me just one moment while I check my notes on Archivos. Archivos.digital, by the way. It is a great resource for planning out your RPGs and your novels. They do not sponsor this show, but we love them anyway. Okay, so there's the Sinclair matriarch says, "No problem. We've been bringing in some interesting items from intergalactic resources. If we can get some of the AIs on our side, even better."
We already have one AI on our side, don't we?
In the backpack.
Yeah, we got AI.
Noelle kind of pops out of the backpack, be like, "Oh no, wait, Noelle was outside of the backpack because Noelle was helping organize the AIs to capture the last remaining."
Oh yeah, she was at the light post.
That's
Yes, the
right.
light post.
But you can go and reach out to her, and you're pretty sure she'll help.
I'll send her a quick text.
Yeah,
What does
the
the text
AI
say?
shouldn't be an issue.
It says, your expertise are needed here at the Soup and Suds. Bring as many of your compatriots as you can.
Compatriots.
Um,
nice.
You get a text back. "Will do. Make sure there's lots of space. They've changed some of their bodies or their frames."
That makes
I
sense.
will let everybody know that.
Clear the parking lot a little.
Bruh, can the AI subsume control of mechs? Is that what's happening here? Or could it happen here?
Oh, I
I
hope so.
mean, we did just get 10 gifted subs. I think I'll allow that. For the 10 gifted subs, I will say that you get 5 mechs.
Nice.
I'm living.
5 AI controlled mechs. And I have to decide what the distraction is going to be, but there will be the rest of the AIs will help create a diversion.
Nice. The lamppost has friends now.
What happened?
The lamppost has friends now.
Yes.
Many friends. So many friends.
Many
So many friends who get 5 max.
I've just had this image
They
stuck
have
in my mind
purpose
since
again.
since the beginning of the episode of a group of lampposts standing around the pilot that was running, just kicking them with their lamp.
Yeah, pretty much. That is exactly what it looked like in my head. So yeah, it's like and it's a traveling jail. So the lampposts are moving forward, and he is forced to move forward with them.
Oh no!
There is no stopping. No, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. So when he's brought back to where you're going to keep him, basically he's got his feet on that little ledge of the lamppost, and he's just holding on. Looks like a trapped animal, and is just spewing vitriol from his lips, which I will not repeat here because nobody needs that kind of negativity on a Sunday afternoon. But it's bad. And to the point where I think Jose will go up to him and use a taser on him to get him to shut up. Man, that guy was annoying. So we've got a diversion planned. We've got AI controlled mechs. We have a way into the communication tower. What else? What else do you all want to do?
I want to go back to the bar.
We already know the layout of the building.
Correct.
I want to know what's going on with Mr. Sanderson. We're waiting for Onyx.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sonics is getting that for us.
And Onyx will text you as soon as they have made the connection. So Big M wants to go to the bar. Does anybody else?
Yep. Bar sounds great. Because
Some liquid courage is in order.
time goes on, he's like fidgeting, waiting for Onyx, and fidgeting, waiting for Nyx to show up. Just fidgeting, just very fidgety.
Mistress Sinclair says, I will have your sister meet you at Club Nebula.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks. Great. Okay, you're coming, right, John?
You could not separate me from you
Great. Excellent. Let's
with
go.
anything.
Perfect.
All right.
Nice.
That's so sweet.
I will message Onyx that they know where to find us if they need to pass us a physical object.
Understood.
I'll check and make sure
Oriana,
there's
your
no
mother
other-
gives you a look.
What kind of look?
We will talk about this later. Look.
Oh, great. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to the bar.
All right, let's have a drink.
This is presuming we all survive. You know, if we all survive, then give us a talking to, okay?
Yeah.
That's the
pretty
pragmatic
pissed.
side of Lady Acampo is that she understands this is a bigger issue. My child ruining their eligibility for suitors can take a step back for a moment.
We'll wait till after the revolution to talk about this.
Yeah, you know. It's all good. It's
And
all
if
good.
I die, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
After we put
perfect.
the guillotine away.
Zoe looks at you as you're thinking that and says, if you die, I will find a way to kick your ass.
I will bring you back to life and I will kill you myself.
Noted.
Exactly.
And I guess since I'm not hiding at the moment, I will grab her hand and pull her along as I head after the group.
I know somebody who will make whose day that will make. Maybe a captain. Maybe a captain who has a bit of a stand for Zoe. Zoe must be protected at all costs. All right. So you head to Club Nebula. It's a bit subdued because it's late afternoon, and most people are not around for drinking. A lot of people are preparing. And Papa Eclipse is at the door when you all arrive.
Because I'm curious about what Papa Eclipse is, where he falls on this side of what. Because, like, Megacore is doing some really horrible things. I don't think neutrality is really, like, a great option right now. So I think Big M might be going to try and convince Papa Eclipse to maybe come over to the right side, because neutrality is not an option.
So he's at the door and he says, "No picking a fight. Do you understand? My place is a safe place for all. It cannot be a place of conflict."
Even when the conflict's right outside the door, because it's coming, Papa. I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to keep it out. It's about to go down.
What happens outside of my safe place is not my business. Anybody under my employ can choose a side. That is fine. That is allowed.
Does Papa Eclipse have augmentation? Do I know?
Eclipse is a weird anomaly. He seems to have abilities to manipulate electric fields and things like that. But he doesn't appear to have any augmentations. And in all the years that you've known him, he looks like he hasn't aged at all. Might, in fact, be ageless.
What does he smell like? Does he smell human?
He smells...
Is he a robot?
He smells like apples and rich earth.
So not like a regular human.
Else. If gold had a smell, that is what he would smell like.
It is a metal. I mean, you could still be a robot.
Yeah. The problem is, Papa, that I don't think that Old Town is going to survive this. If we don't win this with Megacore, they're just going to roll over Old Town. It's going to take my sanctuary. It's going to take my favorite salon. It'll probably take this place too, if we don't do something about it.
Amina comes out from behind the bar and basically says, I've been telling him this for months now. But he's convinced that the tribulations and trials of us mere mortals are beneath him.
Mortals? Do we have immortals in this world?
You might think that you do. Go ahead and give me a figure it out roll. So that is a wit roll.
Yes.
And remember that you have a +1.
Oh, 12. Yeah,
12?
Yeah.
Okay,
nice.
Great. So you can ask them, you can ask Papa Eclipse 2 questions and you will get honest answers from him.
Oh, the pressure. So, what exactly are you?
Let's just say I'm out of this world.
Alien, it's an alien, alien.
Interesting. Does the fate of Old Town and the people in it matter to you?
Civilizations rise and fall. They've done so for millennia. My role in the grand scheme of things is to be there to tell the stories. But you cannot be a good storyteller if you constantly involve yourself in the conflicts of others.
I would have thought the best stories are probably from passion and involvement. Being involved in things is much more compelling story than merely sitting outside and clinically observing.
But then I can make sure that the victors tell the truth about their victory.
I just don't. I just don't see how you are going to stay as an immovable object with all this chaos swirling around.
Ask your second question.
I'm like, I'm not this smart. I don't know what question to ask Oriana. What should I ask? I really think it should be. Help us out. He's an alien. If he's like a reptile under there, it'd be very useful. I was going to pull his head off. Do you think he's going to pull his head off? Should I ask him to pull his head off?
If you need some prompts, some of the prompts are: what are your feelings towards blank? What do you hope to get from blank? How could I get you to blank? What do you love most? Or how would you feel if I blank?
What would it take to get you involved in this coming revolution?
Well, they would have to threaten my sanctuary.
You know that's possible, right?
If we just stay
Yes,
here
but until it happens, I don't think you understand. If I get involved, devastation is absolutely necessary.
Yeesh.
If I get involved, I do not have full control over who lives and dies.
But you could just give us a
Do
little
you
help.
now?
Maybe not getting.
What did you say, Mag?
I said, does he now have full control over who lives and dies?
He gives you a kind of smirk and says, The abilities that I wield are indiscriminate. I do not take them out offensively without cause. And honestly, if I do use my powers, there is no restraining them. City could fall.
Well, we don't want that.
We don't want that.
All my
Yeah,
stuff's
there
here.
You guys, it doesn't
Is
matter.
there-
It doesn't matter. We're not gonna do the last fight in here anyway, right? Because we're gonna go to the tower, right? It's fine. Fine. Sorry, Papa.
What I can offer, anyone who is an invalid, anyone who is unable to fight but needs protection, they can come and be safe here within my halls.
Okay, that's pretty good. Because, I don't think any other places in Old Town are going to be safe. Okay. So we'll let the revolutionaries know.
And no weapons. No weapons inside of my club.
Okay. We'll pass that on.
Now, did you need a drink?
Yes.
You too, please.
Nina, take care of these fine folks. I need to make some preparations. And Papa goes forth, sets the mood of the club to a slightly brighter orange and blue swirling effect, with just a snap of his hands. Mina is at the bar, or retreats to the back of the bar as you all approach it, and starts making all of your favorites. You all are regulars. She knows.
Thank you. Okay, can you make another one for Nyx, please?
You got it, honey. And puts together another Nyx Twilight sparkling wine sangria thingy, whatever I told you that it was, because I don't remember. Because my brain is mush.
If we decide to go back and make a book of drinks based on this, we can go back to the other one and get the rest.
I have notes on it. Okay. Okay, so you're sitting there, you're drinking. Does anybody have anything before Nyx and Calyx Tenjo show up?
I would like to say to Mina, thank you for the text. It meant a lot that, you didn't tell me to be safe, you told me to take him out, and I did. We did. It was great. And I'm not sure if you saw it.
I saw the footage, and it was seeing you in your glory. Reminds me of the old days.
I don't get out enough in that form. But, I'm hoping in the next few hours there might be some more of that.
Just remember that once the battle's over, you come back.
Will you make me my own signature leopard drink, maybe?
I think I can make that work. Might be like a daiquiri, a layered daiquiri or something. With pink lemonade and black cherry.
Ooh, that does sound good. Maybe you can make it for me down in the sanctuary. I haven't, ever shown you in the sanctuary before. So,
ooh.
I've heard beautiful things about it, and I won't lie, with your descriptions, it's made me curious. Would it be just the two of us, or would your friends be coming along?
Might just be us.
We can see you in the sanctuary the time after that.
Yeah. Just some quiet time.
We'll come by in the morning after.
Yeah. That's what we'll
Tell
do.
me, Nina,
Bring-
have you ever ridden on the back of a leopard through the moonlight?
It's pretty fun.
I am going to need you, Big M, to give me an entice roll, please. So that is
Okay.
going to be a heart roll.
Boy. 8.
Okay. So they so Mina looks at you, licks their teeth a little bit, and says, ride through a park on the back of a leopard, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
As she kind of leans forward and so that you can see what you want to see. And says, you know, I think I might just like that.
Well, that's a reason for me to come back then.
You better.
Hmm.
You can
Okay.
see her kind of just being like, you can make a move.
Oh, I can? Okay, but where are these people? So they all stand around and go,
I mean, I
yeah,
can
we're
We're all
Okay, so
conveniently
as
looking
this
away.
conversation is going on, what are you all doing?
Listening heavy. What do you mean?
yes, aggressively listening.
Oh, she's finally doing it, you guys!
Oh my god!
Slowly walking away.
I'll do like
Jean is definitely like making shipper trash comments today. Like,
Oh, yep,
Oh.
yep. Definitely.
All right. I don't care who's watching. We might all die today, so whatever, right? That's what Begins thinking. So she's gonna do a leopard, like leaning forward, like she's gonna grab her drink, but then she's just gonna do a leopard pounce and kind of like grab her and pull her in for a kiss, like pulling her across the bar a little bit.
Mina is aroused in no uncertain terms. This is why Mina is attracted to you, and she's just like, finally, like you hear her say under her breath.
Okay, then I'll put her back on the other side of the bar.
And you get a +1
We can get-
going forward. Let's see that TSL kiss in the show.
Then I'll be real smooth, drink my drink, and say, we'll continue this conversation tomorrow.
I'll hold you to it.
Okay. I won't say if I'm live.
And to give us all an out from that situation, the door opens. Nyx and Calyx come in the door. And
It's gonna like
Nyx
justify them to
approaches.
come, and then has no patience whatsoever. So like even as they're coming closer, we'll like get off her stool and grab both the drinks, the two matching Nyx Twilight Sparkles, and like scurry down to Nyx and be like, hey, here, this is for you. Can I talk to you for a sec?
This is the perfect way to try to talk to me, by giving me an alcoholic beverage first. Yes, absolutely. You have my attention.
Okay. Hi. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry and you were right.
I'm sorry. I must be going deaf. Can you say that again? Slower.
I'm sorry. You were right. You were right. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry.
And Nyx is totally gloating for like a minute flat, and then goes, "Look, I'm sorry. I have waited 12 years to hear that. So that's amazing. I love you. And she like grabs your shoulder. I love you. I know
miss
that
you
that
a
is
lot.
tough for you. Oh, come here. And she wraps you in a hug, and it looks really weird. It looks like alternate worlds of the same person. One person with no tattoos, one person with a million tattoos. And, you know, Nyx just holds Day and is just like, you know, it's not going to be easy the next few hours. But I know after everything that you've been through, you are so capable of more than you let on.
You mean like you, right?
Hey, we both got different sets of skills. You think I'm a people person?
No.
That's right. That is your forte, not mine.
You're gonna
My
help us, right?
forte is making distractions.
Hey, I'm good at that too. How dare you?
Well, okay, but do you blow things up to make distractions?
I feel like I'm starting to do that.
Would I train you in stuff after all this is over? Would you like that? Because I would like that. I feel like that would be a good sisterly bonding moment.
Okay.
Sweet.
But I just
Awesome.
want you to know that John's gonna come with us and probably give you pointers on guns in return. Maybe.
Wait.
That's okay with-
Did you two finally? Did you
What do
two
you mean
finally get back
finally? We
together?
were together and then we weren't allowed to be together, but now obviously that doesn't, I mean, not compute. I mean, obviously that's not a thing anymore. So, yeah. Yeah, like, obviously.
It's about fucking time.
I know. Wait, how do you know? But whatever. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, let's just go to the bar. Come with me. Come with me, and we'll drag her over to everybody else.
Drinks for everybody. And does anybody else have anything left that they would like to do before starting out on the mission itself? Everybody thinking?
I will
Everybody
just-
good?
I'll
ahead.
I'll lean in just next to Zoe, just quietly saying, "Don't worry about my mother. We'll talk to her later. We'll get it figured out."
I'm with you. No matter what. Okay?
And give her a kiss on the cheek.
You get a +1. Everybody get your smooches in, babies. Get your smooches, get your +1s. Magwyn, coming up behind you, you hear, well, if everybody's making out, maybe I should get one too.
I will turn to
From
see
Onyx.
who's talking to me.
It's Onyx.
Yeah. So to get that done, you're going to need to take all of that off your face. I took my mask
You will
off.
too.
I don't kiss anybody that is wearing one anymore.
Yeah. So, Onyx is like, that's fair. Takes off their mask. They're pretty good looking. Kind of average, but at the same time, there are features that are enticing. Like the scar from their cheekbone all the way up to their temple. They've got a couple of piercings in their lip. They've got the spider bite piercings. And you know, couple of moles. But yeah.
I will walk my
like what you
fingers
see?
along their scar, smiling at them, and then run my fingers through their hair on the same side as their scar. Yes?
Aren't you a temptress?
I have my time.
Go ahead and entice. Roll
Okay.
with heart.
I have that now. Five and
What did you get?
10.
All right. So yeah, you have successfully enticed Onyx. Onyx is fascinated by you. And it goes, your eyes. Did you know that they pulse in time with the
No.
music? They do.
But I like that you noticed.
And he puts his thumb under your chin. I'm sorry, Zay put their thumb under your chin and say, I got the 90%. Do you want to come the rest of the way?
I will hook one arm around their hip and pull them in very slowly. Wait until we touch noses, and then make eye contact and kiss them.
You get a +1. Let's go for sexual tension. So, as much as I would like to continue this amazing train of thought, I've got what we need.
Perfect.
Time for pain. All right, let's go.
So, who wants to call Mistress Anderson?
I do.
Mag does.
Okay. So, Max, you hit the send button on the communication device. And it rings. It rings. Hello?
Wendy, it's nice to hear your voice. What are you doing?
Obviously, I'm preparing for the worst. Did you get this number?
Good. You know me. I'm resourceful. Do you think I wouldn't get this number eventually? You and I have unfinished business. I'm pretty sure you're who made sure that that's not what happened. You think I didn't notice when the medical bills disappeared?
You were supposed to... That doesn't matter.
It does, man.
What do you want?
We have unfinished business.
Now isn't exactly the time to deal with this unfinished business. We've got chaos.
Now is exactly the time to finish this and several other things. I need access to the tower. And you need to get out of Megacorp. What do you say we help each other out?
If I were to help you get to the tower, I would have no way of getting out.
We'll get you out.
We?
We.
Who's we?
I have friends now. People who care enough about me to check in on me and tell me who they really are. Maybe you can join them.
I wish that were the case. In a perfect world, it might be.
The world is not a perfect place. That is a lesson I learned from you.
Well, at least I taught you something. No, the
You
only
taught me
way that
love.
I would ever be free is if Megacore was brought completely to the ground.
Then you know what we're doing today.
A lot of people will die if you do something extreme like that. And
Indeed.
while some executives might not blink at blood on their hands, let's just say I have too many faces that keep me up at night.
And what do you think will happen if we do nothing? What do you think those mechs are being equipped to do? Do you think there won't be casualties? Do you think the last natural space in Neon City won't fall? You remember the park. You know where you could have found me. You're gonna let that place be destroyed?
You can hear her voice catch as she tries to start talking a few times. And stops. Well, what do I call you now?
You call me Elodie, what you've always called me. Here are the coordinates.
I don't believe you,
Meet us
Elodie.
there.
Meet you where? I'm sorry.
I send her coordinates. To the place we are convening before entry.
Give me 3 hours.
Perfect. I will see you then,
Elodie,
Wendy.
I'm sorry.
WM. I know. I'm not anymore.
And with that, the call is disconnected. And so, this is the perfect time for us to take a break. Now, my lovely viewers, we are going to be having a giveaway. So, we are having a giveaway for this adorable Weaverling. So you can join the giveaway by doing Command Weaverling in the chat. Only enter it once in order to be entered. Cast, you are available to enter this too if you would like. Yeah, we will figure out who the winner is after our break. It's going to be about 15 minutes, so everybody refill your beverages, take a bio break, and all that jazz. and we will see you upon our return. Bye.
Megacore welcomes you to Neon City, home of the Mile High Lights. Here we live in perpetual innovation.
Don't believe the hype.
Megacore strive to make all of humanity's lives as bright and vibrant as possible.
You're being watched.
We hope you enjoy our spectacular city.
Rise up, Old Town, for our past and our future.
Okay, welcome back. So the entries are in for the Weaverling, and I rolled a 4 out of 7. And so the winner is Voidcat Gaming. So our very own Dayton will get a Weaverling. Yay! From Fiberomancers for Hire. So I will get your information to send this to you after the game. If you would still like to enter for a Weaverling, there are 2 more opportunities. First will be on Tuesday during the break for alchemy. And so it's gonna be amazing, the alchemy game. And then the last giveaway is going to be for our Shadowrun game, but I think they have 2 more episodes. So on Tuesday, though, we will be having another giveaway. So just be there, be square. No, be queer, because we like that too. Anyway, back to our heroes, heroines. So you all are gathering your forces. You have people stationed outside the communications tower. You have you have AIs who have found discarded mechs out in the midst of the park, and those mechs are now walking, moving automatons. You have other AIs who have decided to stay in their lamppost form, and they are acting as a sort of jail cell for prisoners of war, which right now is 3. But, one of them is passed out, and one of them is basically berating the other one for being a traitor. And there are people who are actively keeping them separated because reasons. In the fashion district, you see the monitors that typically broadcast the daily news segment is hijacked. And once again says, "The time is now. Rise up, Old Town. Rise up, Neon City. Megacore must fall." And a giant fabric mural unfurls from the midtown down. And it doesn't say what you expect. What it says is, "Free augmentations at all Megacore locations." And as people start to see that in the midtown, the mid-level and the high-rise, people start leaving their homes in a hurry. They want to get in on this. They start swarming all of the Megacore locations, demanding their free augmentations. It is chaos. It is disruption.
It's a distraction.
It could be much worse than a distraction if they run in, they get something, then it just... And then all of a sudden they're doing stuff they don't want to be doing, you know? You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing is that they still have to have trained professionals insert the augmentations. So it's not a plug and play situation. Unless you have the correct adapters, which most people don't. Like, you would have to have surgery for it. You good?
Yeah, it's just a very loud helicopter.
Gotcha. Okay, so as you all are making your way toward the communications tower, followed by 5 AI-controlled mechs, gratefully gifted by Papaya Pariah, who is the lead AI of this force. Noel Starlight is staying back and helping the innocents, if you will, the young, the people who are unable to fight. She's helping shepherd them all into Club Nebula. True to his word, Papa Eclipse has set up Club Nebula as a first aid and refuge station. Mina is enforcing nobody coming in with weapons outside. You all arrive with your 5 mechs at your back, and there are 5 other mechs piloted by humans looking to meet you. Jeanviève, describe how this mech-on-mech fight starts. Unfortunately, you're not going to see all of it, but you can at least tell us how it starts.
Oh my god. Okay, so have you seen any mech movie? Perfect. So it's like so cinematographically, the camera pans around, we see both sides of the bad mechs and we see the good mechs, and then it's just like this dramatic, like slow run, like one of the good mechs just starts charging, and then the bad mechs are like, oh my god, and then like they just meet in the middle, and it's like they got swords, they got punches, and it's just so cool because mechs fighting is just really cool. And it's really fucking loud and lots of like lights flashing, very dramatic.
Yeah, it's all of the mouth noises that I could possibly make without actually tearing my throat apart. At the base of the communications tower, that door that most of you went through on your previous raid of this location, the St. Clair group has placed what looks like plastique around the door and is taking cover behind a barrier, and they say 3, 2, 1. The door has fallen off its hinges and took some of the concrete with it, and there are at least 5 armed individuals behind the door, some of which have been knocked to the ground. The St. Clair contingent, if you will, rushes in and pulls them to the side, knock them out, do whatever is necessary to let you all through.
I also just would love if we were like running in dramatically, and then there's like a mech that stumbles, and there's like this giant like robot like that we like dodge and slide, and then we're going into the building, and it just, you know, for extra.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That 100% happens. That 100% happens. And so there's like a tug of war going on between 2 of them, where they're like using the power of mechanic machismo to try and push each other back and forth, and they're slipping, and the concrete is caving underneath their feet. The ground rumbles, and a fault starts to crack in the road, and people are backing up, trying to get away from this ever-growing crack that is spreading like spider webbing, like ice. You all get inside. There's still noise down at the entrance, but the 6 of you, with Oriana's 2 other guards, keeping the rear clear. I'm trying to find your other 2 guards' names because they have left my mind.
Lucia and Cat.
Yeah. So Lucia and Kat are covering the rear. They're making sure that nobody comes up behind you. Nobody can sneak up and surprise you. And Zoe is in front, kind of remembering the way, clearing corners and such. You pass the archive. The archive is quiet. You pass the server room. You don't see anything out of place there. And one area that you didn't see was a sign for the infirmary. Do you decide to go past that way? Yes?
I would like to.
Okay.
I would like to. Yes.
Yeah, I think we should go in and see
Go
if anybody
past-
who needs to be rescued is in there.
Yeah.
Can I smell any people?
You smell a lot of things. You smell blood. You smell ionized air. You smell oil. You smell a lot of astringent. It is not pleasant. Like you're making that scrunchy face, like.
Yeah. You know the thing where cats sound the motor? Gonna cough up a hairball.
Yeah. As you go by, you hear the ominous, rhythmic beep, beep, beep.
Is there someone on
And
life
as
support
you
in
go
there?
past, there is one person in a medical bed. White armor tossed to the side. Mechanical appendages restrained and laid out. IV in through the clavicle. Oil replacement through the arm. You see the champion without her armor for the first time in many, many years. The armor that is laid aside is severely burned and damaged and cracked. Her body itself is slowly purpling. She's taken a lot of damage.
I run to her side.
You use your security badge, which for some reason is still active. You don't know whether or not this is Mistress Anderson's doing or not. But you get in and you run to her side. And the champion. Jeanviève. Mon cher, what are you doing here?
I am doing what you said. Don't worry. It's all going to be all right. We're going to make it right.
You will. I believe in you. You can change our fate.
rest, okay? I will come back with really good news, and we may have made mistakes. We may have been lied to, and but it's all going to be better.
Vivi, I do not have long. My lungs stopped working by themselves not long ago. They will not give me care. Do what you must do, but don't come back for me.
I love you. Thank you for everything that you've done, been for me, and I'll carry you with me anyway. And
The champion lifts their hand and holds it out to you. It's a mixture of fake skin and mechanical skeleture. And they hand you a locket. And the locket has a picture of you on one side and a childlike picture of the champion, whose name you now remember is Anouk.
Everything I have done was to protect you. Don't waste this.
I won't. I promise.
I believe you. Vivi.
And she pulls you close and gives you a kiss on the forehead. And then the breath leaves her body. And it doesn't go back in again. The heart monitor picks up briefly. There is a tremor. And then the dreadful sound. Everybody check in. We still doing okay?
Yeah.
No.
We should keep moving. We don't want to waste time.
As you leave the infirmary, you see your cousin's sword.
Oh,
It's a
I'm picking that
broadsword
shit up.
with it's a broadsword with a connection that if it connects to one of your augmentations, it will light up with lasers and will become half long sword, half lightsaber. It's freaking cool.
It's like you got my number, Spence.
That's what a good GM does, is they listen. And if you tell me to wreck you, I'm gonna wreck you, okay?
They got a racket.
Yeah, I absolutely.
I'm gonna wreck it.
And at the doorway, I just turn around and kind of like go at attention and just like do one final salute at Anouk's body, and then I rush off with my friends.
Big M gives Jeanviève a slap on the back and says, "We're going to make him pay for that."
I've got the list.
That probably hurt because you're still recovering from falling out of a window.
It doesn't hurt as much as my heart.
Yes, so everybody take emotional damage. Chat, take emotional damage. All right, so you keep moving up and up and up. And you reach the final door to the communication tower where most of you have been before. In this communication tower, you placed reprogramming for the music of Noel Starlight. Let me turn this down just a smidgen. There we go. And now they're in the wind next to a giant broadcasting antenna, standing presumably alone, is Mistress Anderson, or Wendy. And she holds a rapier in her hands in front of her. She looks up as you all approach. Well, I'm here as you requested. What now?
Mm-hmm. Now we bring this to a close. We need the access codes. Everything.
What will you do?
What do you think I'll do, Wendy? Do you think we'd be here if we weren't gonna put a stop to all of this? Oppression. Pain. Tyranny. Subversiveness.
You hear a chuckle from behind the communication tower, the antenna. Somebody give me a figure person out. So that's going to be a wit or a spirit roll.
I can do that. My wit's really high.
Yeah. Let's go with Oriana. Her wit is incredibly high.
It's an okay roll for me. That's an 11.
That's still an upbeat. So, which did you use? Your wit?
Yes, wit.
Okay. So, with an 11, you notice a few things. You notice that there appear to be bindings around Mistress Anderson's wrists. You also notice that there is something bulging from the back of her jacket.
I think I'll step up next to Magwyn and nudge her and kind of motion towards that. I think this is a trap.
I know. Who's pulling the strings, Wendy?
Wendy looks to the side and says, "It used to be me, but it appears that someone has let slip my desires. I am no longer able to wield the confidence of our executives as I once was. In her silences, she's mouthing to you, run.
Can I have a sniff?
Sure. Give me a figure someone out roll, or if you have something special with your beast playbook.
I have tracker when you're investigating. So
yeah,
I can use heart instead of
so you
wit,
can
which
do
is
a
good.
heart or wit roll with that.
I'm gonna go with heart. 10.
Good roll. Absolutely good roll. You smell 3 masculine people. 3 distinct masculine scents. You smell something like fire, and you smell recently sharpened metal.
I think a strategic sideways maneuver might be a good idea.
All right. If you are going to do that, go ahead and give me a grace roll or a daring roll, whichever is better.
I'm gonna go with daring. 11 plus 2. Yes.
Yeah, and remember, everybody who got smooches has a +1, especially if they are protecting someone that they kissed. If they kiss somebody in this group. Okay, so 11. Yeah, you move over there so fast that they don't get time to react. But what you see are 3 decent-sized men who have shed their business suits. They're still in their business slacks, but their blazers are off. And they are decked out in various armor that comes up to their shoulders. One appears to have a flamethrower, and 2 of them have varying blades. So, for the rest of you, we're going to go counterclockwise to get your actions, and go from there. Big M, do you tell anybody what you see? Like, do you say anything?
I just scream out, "Watch out!"
All
Look
right,
out!
Jeanviève, what do you do?
With a pretty angry sigh, just pick up a battle pose, light up, hook up the Anouk's sword, light it up, and just, I'm getting pretty sick and tired of trickery. And I'm gonna rush around the tower and try and stab somebody, probably.
Give me a daring or grace roll.
Daring, baby! That's a 12 plus 3, 15, honey!
Hell yes. So I will say you get around there, and you are face to face with one of the people with what they've got is they've got a long sword on one arm, and they have a mace-like weapon on the other. You can get 1 attack in.
Okay.
So, and you hit, obviously, because you got a 12. So I want you to tell me what you were doing, and we'll figure out what the what condition they take.
I think being that Jean is used to fighting with a much longer weapon, she kind of goes in with like a spinning, almost like dancey sort of maneuver. Almost like, if you remember Deadpool in that movie that flopped and he's like doing that spinny thing and like cutting the bullets, it's like that. So it's like almost a kind of forcing him back, distracty kind of a thing, and then like there's a quick lunge at the arm holding the mace to try and either cut the arm completely off or just get him to drop the mace.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's see here. So you are trying to where is my fighting maneuvers? Bear with me one moment. I just want to make sure I know what I can get. Okay, so you are trying to disarm them, but this weapon is like attached to their person.
Cool.
So what you can do is you can make them angry, you can make them frightened, you can make them feel guilty, you can make them feel hopeless, or you can make them feel insecure.
Well, there are a few there that I like quite a bit. I think I want him to be afraid of me. Because I am something that, like, the board has been creating to, like, replace Onuk, and, like, they've been building me to be a fighting machine, and now they're facing me, so...
Yeah. Okay, so they are frightened of you. Basically, you have knocked the mace part back, and you've heard a pop, and you've dislocated their shoulder. And they look at you like, you weren't supposed to get that upgrade yet. And that is your turn. Fantastic. Oriana. I would like you to go, and I would like you to tell me what Zoe does as well.
Seeing the others make their way, the executives are still on the other side of the tower, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think Oriana makes a motion to Lucian and Kat to, like, check out what's going on with Wendy or something, and then moves with Zoe around the tower. Seeing these three there, I'm gonna go for the one you said one of them has a flamethrower. Is it, like, built in, or is there, like, a line running to a backpack?
No, that one
like
is not built in. That one is, like, it's got a canister on their back and a hose that goes forward.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm going for the hose. So I want to attack, and it's, as always, Oriana and Zoe are fighting as a pair. So they both dash in. I think Oriana goes into strike and then ducks as Zoe swings above, and then I want to come up and try and slice the hose that's connecting the tip of the flamethrower.
Okay, give me daring or grace +1.
This will definitely be grace. I rolled double sixes, so that is 15 total.
Great.
Nice.
So you successfully cut the hose from the canister to the flamethrower itself. So what condition do you want to put on them? Again, their conditions are angry, frightened, guilty, hopeless, and insecure. Also, they have gas leaking from that broken hose now.
Since I just disarmed them from their flamethrower, and I think the realization that they're suddenly very flammable sets in, definitely frightened.
Okay. Alrighty. Day. You are muted, my friend.
Yes, I do want to annoy you with apple chewing sounds. The guy that Jean is attacking, what condition did you give him again?
The one that Jean is attacking got frightened.
Right. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna like run after Jean, but Jean's a much better fighter than I am. So rather than like trying to insert myself with my sword and possibly getting in the way, I'm just gonna like verbally berate this person just in like, look, the two of us, like, don't you know who I am? Don't you know who this is? If we're deciding to leave, and Mr. Sanderson is deciding to leave, what in God's name would convince you that you are making the right decision right now? What would make you think that? And I'm gonna try to hit him with insecure.
Okay, go ahead and give me a daring or grace roll, or if you have something else as the scoundrel or the chosen, because I think you said you took an ability from the chosen.
Yeah, but I think
Thank you so much for the donation, Captain Caffeine. I will take that into consideration depending on what happens.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a straight roll.
Oh, okay. It's a fail safe for Zoe.
Of course. That's gonna be a 9.
The 9? Okay, a mixed beat. So with that, so you do give that person insecurity. But in response, they pull out a device from their pocket. This device appears to be a trigger of some kind.
Okay. Excellent.
I fear for Wendy.
Okay, so next is Magwyn.
I am going to drive my sword into the deck in front of me and say, I'm going to run, Wendy. I'm going to run to the only thing I've ever wanted. And I'm going to charge her, pick her up, and run off the edge of the building with it. Because she's rigged to explode. On the way down, I'm going to do my best to protect her.
Okay. Give me a daring roll +1. Oh, wait, hang on. Do you kiss her?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a daring roll +2.
$12 plus 3 is 15.
Okay. So, tell me what this looks like. I will say that you succeed in either saving Wendy by throwing the bomb off of her and covering her with your body, or you survive barely.
Wendy.
But there is less collateral damage because Wendy took the brunt of the explosion.
Wendy lives.
So, show me how this looks. You run, you grasp Wendy. As you kiss, tears are falling down her face. Now what happens?
I will throw the explosives, turn so that I am going to land atop her, and I wrap my arms around her face and head, taking the blast.
And we will... Okay. We will get back to the results of that shortly. Big M. Give me a heart roll.
Uh, 8.
You two are faced with a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You have seen that Magwyn has jumped off the side of the building with Wendy in tow.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the ripping of clothing. You can either go after the person who has a detonator in their hand, because you can see all three of them, or you can go after the flamethrower guy because you smell gas coming out. And you are very aware that Jeanviève's lightsaber sword combo is lit.
Oh, jeez.
You have to make a choice.
I'm gonna go after Magwyn's, the person with the thing. You can do it. You got it, Jeanviève. You got this. You don't need me to. You don't need me to be. Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go after the trigger guy.
Can I transform and then try and rip his arm off before he has a chance to pull
Absolutely.
it?
Absolutely.
Right.
Go ahead and give me a daring roll, please.
Oh gosh. Let me see. That's 5, 8.
Just remember that you have a +1 from your kiss with Mina.
11. That kiss was worth it.
11? Hell yeah. So your claws extend, your coat shakes out, you rip your clothes again, don't freaking care. Leap like the absolutely graceful creature that you are over this goon with the flamethrower, holding your breath so you don't inhale the gas. You slide under the third person who has not been hit yet, and at the third person at the person on the other side with the trigger, you bat their hand upward, and the detonator comes out of their hand. Do you try to catch it or no?
Well, because I rolled over 10, I can have two things for transformation. Move, no way any ordinary person could do, and right. And I'm magnificent, and little escapes my notice. So I'm going to bat it up with one paw, and then leap and as it falls and carry it off with me, like roll with it out of, so he can't pick it up again. And I'm trying to protect it so it doesn't just accidentally go off. Like use my furry, kitteny, soft leopard belly to protect it from getting
wonderful.
activated. Tumble out of the way with it.
Right. Okay. So that goes without saying. This guy is angry now. This person has a dislocated shoulder. The detonator is gone. Doesn't know what's happening with Mistress Anderson, and just glares at you going, "You're ruining everything!" Jeanviève. What do you
Sorry, I was
do?
taking a moment to be sassy. I've got some, look, I know the guy's leaking gasoline, and I know I've got a lightsaber, but what if more flames, though? Because I got these Molotov cocktails still.
That's valid.
So
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
for
try
letting
and
me know
burn these
about the
motherfuckers
subtitles.
alive. What?
Oh, I just have to fix the closed captioning real quick.
Oh.
Okay, closed captioning is fixed.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and burn these motherfuckers alive because of all the suffering they caused everybody, but specifically me and Nuke and Day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here comes the bottles, baby. Actually, I'm gonna just dance my way over to Day and be like, nope, not you though, and then throw the Molotov cocktail at these.
Okay,
these
give me a grace or daring roll. Everybody else who is surrounding these folks, so I'm pretty sure Oriana, Mags, or no, not Mags, Oriana, Day, Big M, I need you all to give me grace rolls. I will roll for Zoe. Though Zoe does have armor because of Zoe's fine. Zoe rolled a 13. Zoe's great.
Yeah, you guys will be fine, right? You'll be fine, right?
You'll be
10
fine
right?
altogether.
Okay, that's pretty good. We know a good fur stylist. You'll
Oh
be
my
fine.
gosh, yes, my tail! No!
Okay, so what did you
rolled a
get?
9.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
10. I rolled a 10. Oh, I mean, I got a
Okay.
10.
Did anybody get under a 10?
But
I'm
I moved
standing
you,
right
Day!
next to the,
No!
the guy who's most combustible.
Oh, I'm muted. That's why. I got a 7.
You got a 7?
Wait, no!
Got a
But the
9.
whole
And
point
that's
was
including
to
your
protect
plus
you.
1?
Yes, I know you went to
Yep,
try to protect me,
including-
but sorry.
Oriana, what was yours?
9 total, even with all my bonuses.
And that's with all your bonuses. Okay.
So much
So,
regret.
Oriana and Dayton, as the explosions go off between Molotov cocktails and a leaking flamethrower canister, let me roll real quick and see if you take out all of these guys as well. Hell yeah, you do. So the 3 executives who are trying to overthrow Mistress Anderson are essentially burned to a crisp. Barbecue executive, if you will.
Delicious.
Delicious.
Some mac and cheese.
What did you roll again, Jeanviève?
Oh, I didn't. I was too busy listening to everyone else that I was accidentally collateral murdering, you know. Okay, here we go. No, wait, daring. So 10.
Okay, so the 3 executives, crispy barbecue. The communications antenna is melted and crumpling and going to fall off the top of the building. Day and Oriana, you both are pushed back to the edge of the building, but thankfully there is a retainer wall, so you do not fall off. And everybody else kind of get a little singed, Big M, but you're okay. Lucian and Kat come running around the corner. Oriana, are you okay? Let's get you up. Come on, Zoe, come on. Zoe's fine. Zoe's got really good acrobatics, was probably a gymnast in high school. So pretty awesome. She's pretty awesome. So the tower is falling. Or the tower has been disabled. It's going to take them quite a while to repair it. And you do not see Magwyn anywhere.
I try sniffing her out.
Though Big M, you did see her go off the edge.
Right off the edge. Run over and look down and see if there's a lip or something they're hanging off.
No, they are falling.
Ah! Bikes! Where are the bikes?
You notice that there's something that was thrown farther away from the two of them that are falling, and it's heading towards a very populated area. Does anybody grab the detonator and set it off before it can hit the ground?
Oh, I had it on my tum-tum.
Okay. Because you were kind of holding it.
Yeah. Hey, Big M's got
So
abs.
you set it off.
Yeah. Set it off.
Okay. Magwyn. You're falling. The explosion pushes you and Wendy a little closer to the building. Is there anything you want to say to her before impact?
Do better.
And in an instant, she says, I was lost without you. Crash! A cloud of dust and debris rises. You see from far, far above that they've landed in one of the outdoor gardens of the Megacore Tower. You all can go and check out what's going on.
Maybe they had a parachute. A really small parachute.
You're still muted, Void.
When you say check out what's going on, you mean just lean over the edge of the building and scream and maybe vomit, right?
You could do that, or you could go down to the garden itself. There's both a fire escape and there's also various ways to get there in the building.
Well, let's consider it sprinting down the fire escape in a way that like you're gripping the railing and it's shaking as you go down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You
I'm gonna
all...
do leopard parkour.
And screaming. Stay
Okay,
screaming.
leopard parkour. I'm not even going to make you all roll for it because of our generous patrons that have been giving us gifted subs and donations. You all make it down there, and you find two bodies. One is in a pond, face up, breathing, sort of. More like sobbing and trying to breathe. And the other is at the base of a tree, bleeding. Bleeding and crumpled.
I take it Mag is the second one.
Yes, Mag is the second one.
Cool, yeah. Day's gonna run to Mag, just like try to shake her, just like pat her on the face, like, hey, stay awake. Hey, hi. Hey, Mag, hey. Can anybody help? You guys, come on.
Give me a heart or spirit roll. You need
7.
at least a 10.
7.
Can I rush over and attempt to help?
Yes. So take a +1. For the power of friendship.
Yes, power of friendship. And form a circle, everybody. Purple hearts coming out.
Let's get some love in the chat for the roll.
Oh, I'm rolling?
What's the dice
I thought it was
roll, Jay?
Wait, what?
Day needs to give me a heart or spirit roll.
No, I rolled. I have a 7 with the
What's the
plus
roll?
1 that's an 8.
Okay. Magwyn, you come to consciousness for a brief moment. Is there anything you want to say to your friends as your vision darkens for the final time?
Thank you. Thank you all. Don't let this happen again.
And with that, Magwyn closes their eyes and breathes no more. Megacore is essentially brought to its knees. Its communications are taken down, and the deep, deep corruption is slowly but surely exposed. Day, you and Jeanviève are given a choice to come back to Megacore to rebuild it, or to walk away with a generous severance in exchange for your silence.
Oh no, we're gonna stay and we're gonna burn it down.
Okay.
What the fuck? How dare you even offer that? Not you specifically.
Bad choice.
Sam.
Yeah, we're gonna burn it down.
Okay. So you're dismantling all of Megacore. What does it look like a year from now?
There are still free implants. You know, because there's a lot of restitution and reparation going on in terms of returning people's mental and physical autonomy to themselves. Megacore is quickly going broke, which we have no qualms about.
Jeanviève, how do you support Day in this endeavor, and what ambitions do you have for your future together?
No notes. No notes to what Day's doing. Perfect, great, excellent, wonderful. God, I think Jean was like wrecked by Mag's death. Stop it. Keep it together. And so like has a particular focus on housing, and like goes on trips to everywhere in Old Town, talks to the people, and just make sure everyone's involved. Wow. And is just always with Day. Just tries to be as good as they are.
Oriana, unfortunately, one of the casualties of the conflict was your mother. She received a grievous wound from the debris of the tower falling. You are now the head of the Ocampo family. What does that look like a year from now?
Yeah, her mother always led the family ruthlessly. People who betrayed us, or even less wrongs, were killed, weeded out. And that's not how Oriana wants to be. So I think she uses the reputation she kind of built for herself as she was the one to infiltrate the tower twice. She was part of the fight against the executive, stuff like that. So using that reputation to find a new way for the family to operate. And
in
all of it,
cooperation
of
with the other
course,
families or solo?
in cooperation with the other families, because she did push for the three to work together for this.
Okay.
All of that, of course, with Zoe at her side, not as a bodyguard, but as an actual partner.
It makes a couple of people a little about legacy, but you hold such reputation that nobody's going to speak out against you. Big M. Mina joins you for your date after the conflict is over. Tells you that she'll stay by you if you want her to.
I do want you to. But I also want to do something different with the sanctuary. I don't want to just be like selfish about it. I want to kind of share it. So I was thinking of maybe opening it up and so people could come down here. But I also really want Mag to have a statue in the park. She liked it there. And I'd like to have, like, on the day of her death, I'd like to have like a celebration and a party and some flowers around the statue and just remember her a bit.
And
not cry.
So I think at this juncture, it's at the memorial of Magwyn. And Wendy arrives in a wheelchair. She's been paralyzed from the waist down from the fall, but she works on literary programs now and continues using her pen name. Works mostly with children and things now. Doesn't really do the romantic mysteries anymore. Just she can't. And at the memorial, she rolls forward and has the two halves of Magwyn's masks and places them at the base of the statue to Mag. And kisses where her name is and says, Elodie, I will never know anyone like you. Ever again. And I don't want to. But everything I do will be to be better. And she doesn't stay at this party, but she gives you all a nod and a thank you. Thank you for everything. And she rolls away. And so the sun once again sets on Neon City, which is thinking about changing its name. Neon is less used now than it was before. New minds are leading the way toward making the city both renewable and equitable. New technologies are being created that will clean up the air, that will create more green spaces, that will get people back to remembering connection again. And it's all thanks to the brave women who gave so much to bring Megacore to its knees. So, thank you all so much for being with us today. I want everybody to go make sure that you drink some water, have some chocolate, or if you don't like chocolate, have some comfort food. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Magwyn, or Maeve, get back on the camera, please. And I want to give a huge, huge thank you to these amazing players these amazing players who have told such a vivid story with me. I am moved to tears to be able to do all this with you. So thank you, and we'll go around, starting with Maeve and going clockwise to say who you are and where we can find you online if you have an online presence, and what's coming up next for you.
Hi, I'm Maeve. Used to be Magwyn. You can find me pretty much anywhere online at Maeve the Mad. I am currently writing and prepping to record an audio drama, putting the finishing touches on the script, and we will be looking forward to that hopefully around Halloween. Thank you all. This has been great.
You and let's all give it up for Maeve. This is her first time streaming. So this was a very vulnerable position to be in. Thank you so much for trusting me with introducing you to the online TTRPG community. I cannot imagine a more perfect way to continue our friendship. So thank you.
Aww.
Thank you.
Void Cat.
Oh, hey everyone.
Hi.
It's Void Cat. You can find me at Void Cat Gaming on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram. And I'm moving right now, so like my space is all messed up, and then like my headspace is now all messed up from emotions. So I don't have anything reasonable to say. I'm not streaming right now, but on the 18th on Sunday, you can catch me playing a game of Malgoths versus Visigoths as part of a long stream that's going to be raising money for, reproductive rights in the United States. So join us for that. More information will pop up on my Twitter. Thanks for making me cry. That's all I got today.
You did ask. I did ask all of my players how much they wanted me to hurt them today. And everyone was like, emotional damage. So, Archival Dustbun.
Yes, that's me. Excuse my congested sounding voice. Crying makes me sound like that. But yeah, I'm Anna, aka Archival Dustbun, most places on the internet, queer and trans advocate, museum worker, and TTRPG streamer and podcaster. If any of that sounds interesting, you can find me on Twitter at Archival Dustbun. As far as where else you can see me, Monday nights, you can find me over on Party Wipe Games, playing Greetings from Republic City, our Avatar Legends actual play. I play a waterbender from the Northern Water Tribe who was involved in the Water Tribe Civil War, has feelings about that, and has since left for Republic City. This Tuesday night, you can find me on Lost Caravan playing a level 20 D&D one-shot with Dayton, which is going to be a whole lot of fun. We have some really great characters planned for that. Friday night, you can find me on TTRPG, that's TEA RPG, playing our Haunted West actual play. If you love supernatural horror and the Wild West, come check that out. I play a woman who knows far too much about demons for her own good. And we are trying to solve a mystery in the small western town that we are currently in. Next Sunday, you can also find me over on Thorny Dryad's channel, playing U-Force Inheritance, our Masks actual play that is very long running. It's very much Young Justice League type storytelling, and it's a lot of fun. Really great cast over there. And of course, if you want to see more giant mech battles, or you like sci-fi or podcasts, you can check me out on Response Team Omnicron, a Lancer actual play podcast following a PR team who unexpectedly ends up on the front lines of a brewing conflict. We have roleplay focused characters, narrative first mech combat, sci-fi feels. We've been described as if Battlestar Galactica had its own red versus blue. And of course, giant mechs everywhere. So it's a ton of fun. You can find us anywhere you normally get your podcasts and on Twitter at RT Omnicron. The best place to see where and when I'm streaming, including all the projects I didn't talk about today and that haven't been announced yet, on Twitter. So give me a follow there.
Fantastic. Necroman Z.
Hi, I'm Z. Oh, golly, I can talk again after all those tears. Come see me not cry tomorrow on the game nights, 2 G's and a K. I'm going to be playing a super buff wizard in their Strixhaven game, the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet, D&D 5e. So I'm just guessing, but thought I might as well be as hot as humanly possible. And then also Tuesday being the daughter of a supervillain who's trying to bring down that supervillain with her new buddies in a Masks game on the same channel, Game Nights. And that's me. Happy to be here.
Fantastic. Pip!
Hello. Emotionally damaged me, but I struggle on. Okay. I did realize that I haven't been telling you guys that I actually have been in a long-running RPG game, and it's podcast, and it's called ADHD.
ADHD&D.
Where I play a giant 17-year-old barbarian with anger issues. Who love. I'm only 5'2". She can grow up to 21 feet tall. So it's like, I don't know. I'm dealing with issues. And my book, set in the Alien universe, comes out on August 9th. And it's full of New Zealanders and Australians and women and a couple of men in there somewhere. But
Yeah.
they may die. I don't know.
Yeah. And you're on the Tiki Talkies now.
I am tickety-tocketing as myself, and I'm enjoying
Talking about all your fabulous books.
Talking about fabulous books and the perils of being in publishing and being a writer. So, yeah, you can find me everywhere on Facebook and Twitter. And stuff. My brain is scrambled.
I
Thank you.
know. I did this to you. But this is my pride and joy. I have been your Gaymixtrix Spence, and this has been a wonderful experience to come back to as a GM. This is my first successful campaign run, so thank you all so much for being a part of that with me. If you would like to find the stuff that I do, I have a link tree with everything in it, from my TikTok to the 3 podcasts I'm on, one of which is Nostalgia Pilots, which is a Gundam review podcast where basically we're going through all the different Gundam series. We're currently on G Gundam. I hate it. And so if you want to hear me rage about Domon not sharpening the damn sword and no wonder it can't work, give us a follow. I find little things to rage about on those things. Also my own personal podcast where I have big thoughts, Resonant Moon Tea Time. Blah, 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 blah.
And your 2 Tiki
did
Talkies,
emotional
one of which
damage
is
to myself.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Damn.
And I'm doing a charity stream on Friday of Thirsty Sword Lesbians. And all of our characters are going to be from different fandoms. So the options I have given the players, and they have to choose, but there's Carmen Sandiego, Scorpia from She-Ra, Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender, Isabella from Encanto. I have brain meats, and they work. What else did I put up there? I had 2 more. Shuri from Black Panther, and Charmy from Black Clover, and Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones. So those are the options. My players will choose what characters they are going to play tomorrow, and we will be playing on Friday on High Shelf Collective at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to enter to get one of these adorable squishy weavelings, you have 2 more chances. The first of which being on Tuesday, right here, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Alchemy, a D&D 5e game played with the Alchemy virtual tabletop run by our wonderful Taylor. And I am going to be in it as Adi, the Water Genasi Barbarian. So Tuesday is our finale. And then there are 2 more episodes of Shadowrun, which runs on Fridays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. And finally, every other Thursday, continuing on for a while, is going to be Into the Stormlands Pathfinder 2e game. So, with all of that, thank you all so much for being here, for coming on this journey, for helping out our players. And again, my players, I love you so much. Please take care of yourselves today and every day. We love you. And today is a good day to roll some dice. Take care, everybody.
Megacore welcomes you to Neon City, home of the Mile High Lights. Here we live in perpetual innovation.
Don't believe the hype.
Megacore strive to make all of humanity's lives as bright and vibrant as possible.
You're being watched.
We hope you enjoy our spectacular city.
Rise up, Old Town, for our past and our future.